Hello, I'm here to do a quick tutorial on how to trigger an ability when a card is played in the CCG Toolkit. So first, you need to find the ability trigger endum, where is listed all the current triggers for the cards. And I'm gonna add two. One to when the player plays a card. Let's just call it player something. And another one to when the opponent plays the card. Can be called anything really. Okay, next step, you need to go into the game state. Yeah, I'm already there. You need to go to board and find add card to board. This is the logic inside of the toolkit that every single time a card is played, this is where it goes through in the end. It's where it saves the reference in the game state. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get an event dispatcher called card played. There we go. And inside of the event dispatcher, we're gonna get an integer. We get the player ID, so we can then know which player played the card. And we're gonna go and add a 3D card reference. It's gonna be useful if you don't want the card you're playing to activate the trigger. It really depends on what you're trying to achieve. So let's see. Now let's go to card play. And we're gonna call it. Let's just get the reference to the card that was played. And now to the player ID. So now every time a card is played by you or the opponent, it's gonna call for this event dispatcher. For it to do something, it needs to be binded somewhere. We're gonna go to the 3D card BP. Just gonna do that. So let's bind the event. Card played. By the event card played. Let's get custom event. Can be bind card played. Okay, from here, first I'm gonna check if the card was played, and this you might want to do or not depending on what you're trying to achieve. But now, if the card that was played is the same as this one, I don't really want it to activate the ability. So let's just first check, because this is gonna bind to every card. And some cards don't have any abilities. So first, where is it? Validate ability. Let's check if the card, so it has to be false, so it's not the same card. Another thing we can do now is get the player ID and see if it's equal to the owning player ID. That way, you can know if it's the same, the owner of the card or the opponent that played the card. So let's see. Has an ability. Okay, so now let's run the active ability. Is it? If it's equal, is the same player. Let's duplicate. Now, if it's not equal, it's the opponent. Yep, and this is pretty much it. Now, if you go to the what's the pre-built card data set here? Card sets, basics set. There we go. This is where is the cards. And now, if you go to any card and you go for the abilities, it's gonna show you here on triggers. you can make an ability trigger when you play the card, or your opponent. It can be anything, like increase attack by 2, for example. Now every time an opponent plays a card, he's going to increase the attack of the infantry by 2. There we go. I hope it was helpful.